So last night I watched Insidious Chapter 2, which is a direct sequel to the first one. James Wan came back to direct this movie, and Lee Wanell came back as the screenwriter. Early on, James Wan and Lee Wanell was very undecided if they wanted to return to the sequel, but Jason Blum of Blumhouse was like, "Hey, if they're doing a sequel, James Wan's got to return, and also Lee Wanell." This movie cost $5 million to make. Almost said $5. $5 million to make, and it made $161 million. It was very successful at the box office, and pretty much everybody, well, I think everybody did return. The two sons, Patrick Wilson returned as Josh, Rose Byrne returned as Renee. You had Lynn Shay return as Elise. You had Barbara Hershey return as Josh's mom, and I really loved like the prequel stuff that's in this movie with Josh and Elise and Carl, who's played by Steve Coulter, which is a new character, and Barbara Hershey's character of Josh's mom. And I love how we get to see a flashback to the first movie with Renee and Josh, like they're in bed, and then they hear the knock at the door, and then the alarm goes off. Well, that's Josh still stuck in the further, going back to the house, trying to find his way back to the real world. After the first movie, a lot of the fans of the first Insidious really hated the Specs and Tucker characters. They were just like, they ruined the movie, they suck, we don't want them in the sequel. But James Wan had them return for the sequel, and James Wan was like, the fans are going to get them no matter what. And hey, I like the Tucker and Specs characters. Before it premiered in theaters, the night before, they actually had a double feature play before it hit theaters. What do I give this movie? Well, I give this movie probably an 8.5 out of 10. It's great. It's like halfway between excellent and it's in the great range, because I don't think it is just as good as the first one, but I do enjoy it. The only thing I just kind of didn't like, I hated that we didn't get a lot of Lynn Shay's character, the older character from the first movie. It sucked that they killed her off. But yeah, Insidious 2 is great. I love it, but I still like the first one a little bit better.